Hi guys and welcome back. Today we are going to deep dive into numerology. What is the meaning? Is it truly perspective or is it set in stone? So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And let's go ahead and let's dive in. All right, guys. So like I told you, we are going to go over numerology, the different meanings and what they mean. Now, the first thing that I want to talk about is this little guy right here. Pythagoreanism, a cult of ancient Greece, believed that numbers have the basis of the entire universe. This is kind of where numerology really starts to get its juices going, right? Because we finally have a name for it. And as you can tell right here, there is a cult that is actually based off of it. Now, if we go into this, I'll also provide the links down below of the different things that I read as well. But, numerology is one of those things to where everybody's heard the 111, the 222, the 333, the different synchronicities, and what exactly do they mean? So the ideas of the mixture of pre-science, with musical sounds, mysticism, 3 representing as a male and 4 representing as a female, and 10 obviously being a perfect number, right? But when you talk to people, there's certain numbers that people are afraid of, like 13. Oh, 13 may be a bad, number. And, there's other reasons, and we can get into that, and like the long history of the number 13 and the different associations that it's had over time as to why it's got this. Now, when we're talking about numerology or anything to deal with numbers, no matter, what your belief is, basically, your practical belief. And when it comes to numbers, different numbers have different meanings for different halves. Now, ignore all this crap because, yeah, but this was one of the ones that I found that really went and deep dived into a lot of different things. Now, this one says that there is 6 sacred numbers. 3, the Trinity, believing in the principle of intercification and so forth and so on. Mathematically, if you're looking biblically, there's things associated with that as well. And the number 6 being a sacred number representing the soul of man. But depending on where you go, it's also the sign supposedly of the beast, the Christian belief of the beast. Then we've got 7, which some see as a holy number or a number of the invisible center of a spirit. It can create and destroy at the same time. Now we've also got 9 is sacred because the first cube of the odd number. And then 11 and then 13 as well. And, some of the stuff that we talked about. It's no incident that Hitler chose the year 1939 to begin World War II because 39 is formed for a multiplication of 13 times 3. Thus, you can see how human history has been shaped by the occult belief that the power of numbers, right? And it all kind of breaks down where the demonization of that. Now, we're also going to go into the number 8, which is one of the numbers that I think gets really overlooked, right, when it comes to spiritual numbers. But if you look and you pause and you actually read, I'll read for you as well. So the Buddhist path is eightfold. In China, 8 is an immortality, saints are revered. In Hinduism, eightfold geometry. And then it goes into that and the different goddess and the 4 elements. And with the same goddess that is depicted in Native American art as well as the 8 legs, the weaver, the web of life. Then if you look in the Sumerian, we got the 8-pointed star. If you look in astrology, Saturn vibrates with that. And the 8th sign of the zodiac is Scorpio as well. Then, musical note, 8 notes is like a spiritual measurement of evolution. In ancient Babylonian, it was surrounded by the 8 gates, the Wiccan wheel, surrounded by the 8 feast days of the year. And also in China, 8 is a lucky number. So I'm going to go ahead and switch off of this. But before I do, I'm going to pull up one of the most asked things, angel new numbers, right? Numerology, right? Because everybody's like, what does this mean? Let me show you some things, okay? So if we go here, one, your intentions are manifesting quickly. Make sure you're focusing on what you need. I'm going to let you guys look at this, pause it, keep it for your records, and I'll also, throw it in our group as well. But I want to show you something when it comes to this, okay? So let's go, and we're going to research it again. The angels want you to relax and take more insight and to do what you do. Now, if you look, and you could do this all day and look at the different numbers for different reference points and whatever. You can even look in books as well to see what different numbers mean. As you can tell, there's multiple, right? When it comes to any number, realistically, these numbers are going to be based off of what people have interpreted them as, and no two will ever be alike. So keep that in mind. Now, I'm pretty sure some people out there who's doing numerology, who are way more advanced than I am, can be like, well, this is how it's supposed to be, and this is how it's supposed to be. Realistically, I'm just showing you via what I can at this moment. I'm not quoting just one source. I'm quoting multiple sources. So if you have information on angel numbers, numerology, and you want to help point some of our followers or anyone who gets on this video in a direction where they could start, what would be some good resources, just link them down below. Help people out. Make it a resource for everybody. All right. And I'll be right back. Hi, and welcome back to The Divine Witch. I'm your host, The Divine Witch, and you have no clue what's going on. Hey, mother...